So when I die, it ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Check.
2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Going up top for Miller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 34-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They toss to Ingram. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll run here with Ingram. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
He's not going to get me.
Then again, it's Ingram. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
54, Mike, 54. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rushing. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. This is Hines. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They run with Hines. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. One. Check.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on third down, rushing. The catch made by Miller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They run. It's Mark Ingram trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rushing. It's caught. It's Miller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. We're scoreless after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rushing. This one complete to Ingram. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun. Rushing. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Joseph is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hines. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Back to throw. Rushing. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Looking to throw. Rushing. Finding Gabriel, complete. Past the 20. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Looking for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. Job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Crunch.
To throw is Mariota. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Well, they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Play action now. Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check three.
From the gun, Mariota. It's complete to Chris Conley. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on second down. Rushing. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a third down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Operating from the gun. Rushing. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, rushing. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we are at halftime here on down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They run again with Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They go play action. Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rushing. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun. Rushing. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On first down, it's Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota eluding the pressure right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Quick pass to the outside, caught by Conley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now a give, right side. Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Kill.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 12-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Ingram. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Looking to throw. Rushing. And they'll find Shaheen, the tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. The toss right. This is Ingram. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
56 to Mike.
From the gun, rushing. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Running right, this is Ingram. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
It's 3rd and 7.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check, check.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
On 4th down, rushing. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Throwing here, Mariota. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd and short.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and some room to roam now. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Here's Hines on a toss play. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to... Effort to stop the run is coming. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. SOS. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Here's Hines. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Watch that end. Tight end's right.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return will stop right around the 25. Following the interception here, Mariota going for it all. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there, but in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Lions, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love